Welcome back to So You Want to Learn How to Crochet. And today I said I was going to show you how to do the double crochet. Now I did this one. I showed you this in the previous video just to show you the sizing of the stitches. But I actually used two different colors here, purple and pink, just so you can see how the double crochet and how the stitches actually loop in together. Okay, a little bit closer, maybe it'll focus in. How they loop in together to join. Let me see, look at the other side. It actually looks pretty cool. You can see that purple down there coming through this row here. This is where you went and grabbed it for this row. And you come and I turned, I changed my color again, and I got the pink which wraps through that purple. So this is actually my favorite stitch. It's what I mainly do everything with, is the double crochet. There is a half double crochet, and I will be showing that one to you too, but I know the first video was quite lengthy. It was about 20 minutes long. I don't foresee this one being 20 minutes long. So the first thing we remember, we got to make our chain. Everything starts with a chain, and I always go like this and make sure that I pull this one long one through so I can like dance it on the thread. Do 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 do. And I'm using this eye hook again. There's different kind of hooks. They've got the wooden hooks. They got the hooks with the handle on it. I've never used those. I've always used these. Just be careful. And if you do get one, I did buy a pack, and the tips of the metal ones is what I use. Had burrs on it. My husband had to go and kind of like sand it off a little bit so it wouldn't grab and hook onto the thread as I was crocheting. But we're gonna do that double crochet. So we're going to start with our basic. Remember, see, we got to do our tension thing, tension, our control, our tension, where we grab our needle. Alright, and we're going to start yarn over, wrap around, pull through. We're going to make our basic chain. Remember, bring it up so you can, and just make sure you keep this under control. Basic chain, a basic chain. Yeah, I repeat sometimes. So let's see, I just keep getting, I don't let the chain or the yarn get too far away from my fingers, because I want to make sure that I'm in control of what's going on. Because if I don't, I mean, I'm gonna have, look at it, it's just flip-flopping, and it's just getting, getting looser and looser because I don't have the control. So let's see how long I got it. Oh, that looks good length. So I can show you. You see, a nice basic chain. So let's get it. I say get in position. So wrap it around. Grab it, wrap it. See, it kind of like goes like that way. Grab it at that stitch right before your needle so you can have control. And with the double crochet, you're going to chain one. Okay, right there before the needle. You're going to chain one and chain two. So you're going to chain two. Then you're going to take and you're going to wrap the needle around. This is different than the single. The double, you wrap it around first, and then that is going to be like, not this one, but the third one in. So you're going to have two chains just hanging out, doing nothing. You're going to stick your needle in, the third one in, then you're going to wrap it again and pull that through that chain. So you've got 3 loops on your needle. So at this point, you're going to wrap it again, yarn around, and only pull it through two of those hoops. All right, so you're ending up now you're down to 2. And at this point, you're going to wrap it again. So you're going to do this 3 times on your double crochet. That is your first double crochet. So to get the other one, you're going to wrap it, yarn over or wrap. Make sure that stays on that when you come down to put it through your next chain. Wrap it again and pull it through, and now you've got your 3 on there. Wrap it around again, pull it through only 2, because now you've got 2 left. Wrap it again, yarn over. I call it wrapping, but the technical term is yarn over. And now you've got two double crochets. We're going to finish out this right here with our double crochets. Yarn over, wrap around, stick it through, yarn over, pull it through, yarn over. I mean, you can make a little song out of this. Yarn over, pull it through, wrap around, here we go, and we're going to stick it through. Okay, you see now I kind of like got a little, because make sure you put it through your chain. Don't go and grab 1 or 2 here or 1 or 2 there. Did you see right there? And this is actually the one that this one's in. You want to go to your next chain and stick it through. There we go. There we go. And the next chain, wrap around, stick it through, wrap around, pull it through, wrap around and pull it through, wrap around and pull it through. I can't sing that great. All right, let's see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and finish this one out real fast until we get to the end so we can show you how to turn it. Wrap. It always takes the longest starting on the chain. Try and do this so you can see how I'm doing this. I think that the double crochet is probably, out of the single, double, and triple, the prettiest of the stitches that there is. I mean, it's not too big, it's not too small, it's just a nice pretty stitch. I would not recommend a single crochet for a bedspread. It'd take you forever to make. The double crochet, I mean, I made the one I was telling you about in the last video, the one I made for my husband, a bedspread. I made that out of the double crochet. I used the G size hook, and I used a heavier yarn. It was the Red Heart, but one thing I do want to tell you, that we're using the white color, the off-white color, that different color yarns crochet different. You get the same effect, the same stitch. The feel is different, the feel of the yarn is different, and you'll figure this out when you go and say, well, I want to make an afghan out of red and green and white. When you go to sew your white, it's really a light color. I mean, it's gonna feel light. When you go to crochet your red one. Now, red is a darker color. It's more of a heavier, and you'll be able to tell the difference in the feel of it. You know, as you go in crocheting, you go, man, this feels different. All right, so I'm at my last one here. The last little hook chain in here, and you're going to do the same thing. You're going to wrap around, yarn over, stick it through that last little chain, wrap it around, pull it through, then wrap it around again, pull it through, wrap it around again, and pull it through. Okay, so this is very pretty. That is the double crochet. Now the same thing with the single crochet. When we turn, we just turned it. So now it's over here on this side. Now when we chained 2 down here to make this, we're going to chain 2. 1, 2. Chain 2. Now we're going to go in to this second one right here. Not this one here, not the very last chain, the second one. Wrap it around, stick it through, wrap it around, 3 on the hook. Wrap it around, pull it through, only 2 of them, remember that, only 2. And then you're going to wrap it around and pull it through the last 2. And that is another row. Let's do a couple more. Wrap it around, stick it through your next one, and just like with the single crochet, the double crochet, you'll see that there's the 2 right here on top. My nail is right there. You want to make sure that you go through that hole right here. You see that hole? Make sure, not that hole, this hole up here where my nail is sticking through. Make sure you go through that hole right there. Don't go through this big old giant one down here, because then you got something else going on. You're going to go through this hole here. There's actually a pretty afghan or whatever. You can make it doing it with the other, going through this big hole. But we're not going to do that. We're going to go through this little hole here at the top, wrap it, pull it through, and you got your 3 here on the hook. Wrap it again, pull it through, only the 2, and then you're going to wrap it again, yarn over, and pull it through. Now you've got two double crochets, and this chain that we did here, it serves as a 3rd double crochet. So let's do a couple more. Wrap around, stick it through that little hole, wrap it, yarn over, pull it through, 3 on the hook, wrap it and pull it through, only 2 of them. See there? And then wrap it, yarn over, and pull it through them last 2. You got another one. Now the same thing follows as it did with the single as the double. Make sure you do not skip this little stitch, or you're going to make it smaller. Don't put 2 in 1. You can make it bigger that way. Make sure at the end, when you do it, that you go in that second one from the hook, or you'll drop a stitch, and your afghan will look lopsided. I would recommend starting, small, do like 20, 25 chains. Practice. I mean, these things are really easy to take out, do again, take out, do again. It's not like sewing where once you sew it, it's sewed. You can do it over and over again, and it's practice and practice and practice. In a few other of these videos, I'll show you how you can change colors. I think the next video I'm going to do is going to be the triple crochet, which is it's like the double, except for it's a bigger stitch. So I want you guys to go out and buy you some yarn, I want you to crochet. I want you to make something. I don't care if you make a 2x2 square. Make something. Take a picture of it. Post it down below. Let me see how you're progressing. I mean, I am so eager to see your pictures. Like this video, and if you haven't already, subscribe to my channel. That way you won't miss a stitch. Because there's quite a few. There is tons of different stitches. There's some that I cannot do. There's a lot that I can do. And right now I'm actually working on a rebel flag, the Southern flag. It's like a fourth of the way done. I can't wait to finish that. I've been working on it forever. But I would love to show that to you when I get it done. And I'm following a pattern very closely with that. So I would really like to see yours. What are you doing? What's your project going to be? Are you going to be brave and start with something big like a Afghan to throw over your couch? Or are you going to start with a pot holder or just a scarf? Scarves are one of the easiest things to make. Just remember though, if you make a scarf and you do your chain and you put it around your neck, and it's long enough, it's going to go right down to my waist where I want it to. The thing's going to grow. So kind of when you put your chain around your neck, give it a little tug. Not much. Don't like stretch it, like a rubber band. Just a little tug. I think what I'll do, and when I do the triple crochet, I'll get out my measuring tape, and we'll now this will be my tension, and it's to see how many stitches I have in an inch, and then you can do that, and then you can measure. Do it. When you get a good hang of it, and you can do the crochet like this. Then we'll see how many stitches we have in an inch. Let me see if I got it on the table though. If I do, hey, we're in luck. We'll do it in this video. I just got a basic tape measure. So we're going to see how many of these double crochets I have in an inch. So I'm going to put it right there at the end, and there is an inch right here. So I got it right at the end. So how many stitches are in there? So let me count here. I'm going to count the first one as 1, 2. I have about 3 stitches in an inch in this one. This one I was just talking to you and doing. Now this is one that I paid a little bit more close attention to when I was crocheting it. Let's see how many is in an inch in this one. So we're going to start, and we're going to call the first one here 1, 2. Okay, so I'm going to say, in my average, I can get 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches in an inch. So what I would suggest is to do a few rows of 1, set it aside. Make sure though you're using the same size needle when you're measuring different ones to see if you can get the average of how many stitches you get in an inch. Because if you use the eye needle and you measure 3, then you want to say, oh well, let me see, I'm gonna use this G needle, and you're gonna crochet with the G needle. I think this one was the G. You're gonna get more stitches in an inch with this size needle because it's smaller than you are with this size needle, and vice versa. So, but if you use this size needle, you're going to get less than that in an inch. Let's see. This is actually what I made my scarf out of. So, where's my end go? right there, right there. See, right there. See, with this one, I got two. I got right at, I'd say right at about 2.5 is I got with this one. I'm not sure what size needle this one is, but it came in a pack because I was needing a needle to crochet this. It came in a pack. This needle is actually too big. And this is a plastic one too, but so make sure when you're measuring that you measure the same size needle that, see, with this one's actually, this is the K. So let's see what on a K, how many I can get. Put that right there. 1, 2. I got a 3 on a K. I got 4 on a G. And that way you can take your measuring tape, put it around your neck, say how long you want your to be, and say, okay, so I got 41. I can get four stitches in an inch, so 4 times 41. So then you can figure out how many stitches you need to make your beautiful scarf. That was a little bit of extra information for you. So remember, the next one's going to be the triple crochet, and I hope you are enjoying these. Like my video, subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Leave me a message. Show me a picture. Send me a picture. All right. Thank you. Happy crocheting.